my friends. I'm just gonna give you a couple of my thoughts here. So, yes, I am still wearing the same exact pajamas as you saw me in yesterday. I have not showered, I have not brushed my teeth. I did barely get to eat. I'm learning how to do that one-handed because when you have a baby who is evidently dealing with reflux, she's crying a lot. She's uncomfortable, she's in pain, and I'm just like doing my best to help her be at ease as much as possible. And I'm still figuring things out, so I'm just now realizing like that's what's happening here with her. It's why she's not sleeping very much and needs a lot of comfort. So we're trying this stuff called Milacon. It's for gas. You can give it to babies up to 12 times a day after feeding. It's essentially like Tums. It's like a liquid Tums. And we're going to try some gripe water too. The pediatrician said we could do both, so just whatever we can do to help. But it's been challenging lately. She doesn't want to lay in her bassinet by herself, and I'm absolutely terrified of SIDS, and everything advises you against co-sleeping in your actual bed. So when she needs to be comforted, we're laying her in our bed for some period of time until she falls asleep, and we're not falling asleep. We're making sure she's clear of any cloths or anything that could hurt her, and that seems to help a little bit. That gives me a little bit of free time, but I can't walk away to go shower because she's here in the bed, and I can't leave her here by herself, and I guarantee you as soon as I put her in her bassinet, she's going to be freaking out. But yeah, it's been a beautiful journey. It's not for the faint of heart at all. I'm still recovering from this C-section. The site where I had the incision still like is tender, it's sore, it doesn't feel great. I am getting better. I know that I am. Like I can tell just a huge improvement in the past couple of weeks, but I can see why like this is gonna take the estimated 8 to 12 weeks to actually be fully okay. So it's not a good time. It's really not. And I'm just more than anxious to get my body back, because if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I lost a considerable amount of weight. I was going through a medical spa, doing injections and B12 and N-Sculpts, and I spent a good amount of money, not just on that and time, but also like the clothing that I was able to buy myself because I dropped down so much, and I'm just not feeling my best, not feeling like the prettiest. So I mean, she's number one priority, like over looks, right? But it would be nice to feel like, I don't know, confident again, because I don't. I feel like a bum. I really do. And yeah, motherhood, it's hard. I can see like why they talk about like postpartum depression and how important it is to have like a good partner, like choose your partner wisely, because if I didn't have my husband here helping me the way he does, I would literally be losing my mind between like the demands and the exhaustion and the physicality of post-op. So it's been really challenging. And also then there's like the whole breastfeeding factor. Like this isn't something that I had considered. Definitely something that I want to do and have been trying to do. I was able to get my daughter to latch a handful of times now. Like we're getting better at the latching, but the problem is like I'm just not producing enough milk. Like I think the most I've been able to produce in a day was like 2 ounces, which that was a good day for me. But lately it's been a quarter ounce, half ounce. Like just not much is coming out, and it sucks because I feel like there's like so much pressure, like from external forces on breastfeeding, because it is like the healthiest, best thing. They get the hormones and all that, yada yada. But like they're saying, oh well, to be able to produce more milk, you should try pumping like 8 to 12 times a day. You have to wait 2 hours in between pumps to, pump again. Make sure you're eating lots and drinking lots of water and yada yada. Yeah, that's great and all, but like how? How do you find the time? Like I have help. And how do you find the time? Because like our sleep schedules are so screwed up. Like we're not going to bed, like I'm not going to bed until like 4 in the morning some days, because baby is awake and needs attention, needs addressed. And we're sleeping intermittently until 12 o'clock, 3 p.m. Like right now, it's like, what, almost 6 p.m. and we haven't left this room because it's just been one of those nights and days. So that's it. I barely had time to feed myself because I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. So how do you find the time to pump 12 times a day because you have to pump to produce more milk? I have help, and I'm struggling to find the time on top of feeding my daughter and taking care of her and making sure all her needs, more important than anything, are met. So I feel like there's just like a lot of pressure on women, period, in society, especially when it comes to like having children and giving birth, because you're expected to work full time all throughout your entire pregnancy, which is super challenging. We saw that. We went through that together. And then like you're expected to adjust to a totally new life, totally new schedule, zero sleep, lots of physical demands on your body if you are trying to breastfeed, your post-op or, post-delivery, trying to run a household and cook, feed yourself, care for yourself, on top of take care of this new life, and then you're expected to return to work in 3 months. And your baby's still very small. You're just supposed to just wham bam, thank you ma'am kind of deal. Doesn't make any freaking sense. Like, this seems so unnatural to me. Super unnatural. So, I don't know. I've had a lot on my mind. Definitely feeling emotional. And there's all these things that I'm learning. There's all these different ways to do things. So, like, we'll figure out, like, oh, hey, I should feed the baby like this to help her from choking. Because, like, that's been another thing. And then it's like, oh, no, you should actually hold her like this. And, like, so there's all this conflicting information. And I just feel like I'm constantly doing everything wrong. Like, when I think that I'm doing something right, someone's telling me it's wrong. So, that's really frustrating. I'm just trying to keep myself in check. Because, like, my patience has been tough. I've been very patient with the baby, but, like, with my husband, though, like, I've definitely been short with him. Like, that's not fair, because he's here to help. I'm just, like, getting overstimulated and overwhelmed, But, anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Like, share, and subscribe.